Hey guys, this is Hobo4Craft, and I'm bringing you a game from Folsom SC2 Season 1, Tournament 1, Round of 4, aka the semifinals. This is going to be the first game in a best of 3 between these two players, Nerdnic and Nereities, on the map duel site. A little bit of info about each player. Nerdnic, actually the last standing Terran in this tournament. He was featured in 2 Day 9 dailies. Ooh, he's a little bit E-famous, awesome. And Nereities is going to be the last standing Protoss, and he has a style that's really reactive, and he likes to put on pressure when he's a little bit behind. So let's go ahead and hop into the game. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Hey everyone, here we are in game 1 of this best of 3 here on Duel Site. It is going to be Nerdnic, the red Terran, on the grassy meadows of Duel Site. And his opponent, Nereities, the blue Protoss, will be spawning in the incineration zone over here. Oh, what a terrible map, if any of you remember that. But, nevertheless, let's get into this game. Now, this is actually a map that people find a little bit more comfortable to expand quickly on, so we could see something like that. We see Nereities is actually going for this pylon in his base, so that's kind of a tell that he's probably not going to come out here and go for the Nexus, though you could see that still, but not very likely. Nerdnic it looks like he's going to go for a wall off that's a little bit more safe, and you can tech up or go for an expansion inside of your base without your opponent knowing. Now, a build that's becoming more popular in TVP is actually that 2 racks build where you get a reactor and a tech lab and then you go for a strong push. You could even go all in with a couple SCVs, or up to 5 really, and it can be very strong. But if the Protoss defends well, which is kind of hard to do, they can definitely get the Terran really far behind in the game. So it's a risk that the Terran might be willing to take, but he is throwing down that barracks of 12. In the meantime, we see about a 13 gate from the Protoss, so everything's pretty standard as of right now, going for that gas afterwards. So he's definitely not going for that fast expansion. Gas is now down for our Terran friend as well. It looks like he is going out to scout himself. Nereities is getting all the info he needs right now. Did he see the gas? He did see the gas. So Nerdnic is making his trek across the map, and he's going to get a little bit more scared when he has to go into that fiery side. It's definitely nice over here in the meadows. You feel really secure, but still no type of add-on. He'll add that after the Marine if he is choosing to go for any. But Nereities is hiding this probe over here that could be for scouting later, or could be for some tricky business. We'll have to see. No second gas as of yet. If we did see a really early second gas, it would probably be something like Stargate. We do have that cybernetics core down, however. And everything's looking pretty standard as of right now. Ooh, a second gas for Nerdnic. So this could be... Obviously, he's going to want to tech up with this. He's going to go for a factory and possibly a starport. My guess is probably Banshees, because if you get a gas this early, you can easily get Banshees, possibly even with Cloak. Now, what he's going to have to do with these Marines is send them to the bottom of his ramp, so the opponent definitely can't get up there. But I do believe Nereities has just scouted that there's no expansion down yet. And I don't think there will be, and he's a little suspicious. He's going to throw down the robotics facility. Looks like he's going for that second gas. My guess is he will get an observer pretty quickly here, and he'll be able to scout very nicely. Nerdnic's still pumping out those Marines, which he can afford very easily. And there is that factory. I'm suspecting a starport following. Now we do have this reactor, and my guess is he'll probably go for maybe some Hellions to follow this up, which would be some nice aggression. We could actually even get a quick drop into the main of Nereities, which would definitely be very effective. I don't think Nereities would be suspecting something like that. Has thrown down a second gateway, and it's looking to be a pretty standard play from both players. None of them taking an expansion though. And there goes that tech lab. Alright, here we go. So it looks like he probably will be swapping these and then getting the Banshees like we had suspected earlier. And my guess is he's just going to go for a lot of Marines out of this. Yeah, it looks like he is. So it's going to be a very, very pressure heavy type of build here. And he is relying a little bit on tech right now, so he's going to throw down a bunker. Always safe. You can always get 75% of your minerals back from that, so it's a worthy investment. And there is that Banshee. Will be getting Cloak. He does have the gas for it. Not the minerals at the moment. Getting a tech lab. Oh, this is a lot of tech labs. Well, 2 tech labs, but that's still kind of a lot. And let's see what he's going to be getting with this tech lab. That's going to be interesting to see. But the observer is out. Oh, a nice scan is going to see everything. And, yep, he sees the robotics and he sees the 3 gates. A very safe opening from Nereities. But I don't know if it's going to be enough against this pressure. Especially because Nereities is still in the dark about it. His observer is just getting over to his opponent's base. Sees there's no expansion. He must be a little bit nervous right now. And we're even getting a tank and siege mode researched for Nerdnic. So he's gonna be in great shape. He has saved enough gas for just about everything he wants. And he could even expand behind this if he chooses to. But this is a good, decent sized force. With a lot of DPS, I think he could move out if he scouts at his opponent. Ooh, we do have a War Prism for Nereities. So we could be a little bit mischievous with that, get some special tactics. Uh-oh, but the Banshee's in the middle line. It's gotten 2 kills, make that 3. Could it be 4? No, it's going to back away while these Stalkers and Sentries come and defend their little probe friends. We do still have this first scouting SCV out on the field. That's very good. And now we'll be able to repair. So very nice and efficient play there from Nerdnic. Still not expanding, so he's going to be, committing to this pretty hard. I think he's just going to delay his opponent from being able to make a lot of units by picking off probes. And then when he's fallen behind enough, he's just going to move out and overwhelm him. That is my prediction. And he saw the War Prism, so now he's around his base, being defensive. Very smart play. Looks like Nerdnic's going right back into it. 2 Stalkers defending, though. Will he get anything killed? Looks like he's pulling back. There could be a Stalker or 2 going down. Very nice micro with the Banshees, but it looks like it will not be enough. He does have to pull back. Nothing killed, but a couple Stalkers did take cold damage. Oh, and the War Prism goes down instantly. Very nice pickoff right there by Nerdnic. And that is a lot of time wasted from those robotics facility. And obviously 200 minerals, that is not cheap. Though War Prisms don't really cost gas, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it looks like we are going for that heavy push and expanding behind it. So smart. Because if this fails, at least he'll have an expansion behind it to fall back on. And what he could do is he could draw the army back here and then go in for a push. But it looks like he just wants everything together. He's going to go right into it. 2 force fields. Nerdnic will siege up, but smartly enough, Nereities does back off, cancels that Nexus. Very smart. And he will be relatively safe inside of his base. But the thing is, Nerdnic will have high ground sight with these Banshees, so he doesn't have to worry about using scans or anything of that sort to be able to get up on this high ground and see everything and hit the siege tanks in that way. But using the map architecture very well. It's going to be safe behind this. I guess it would be a cliff with trees on it. Okay, awesome. Scouting probe is saying, okay, no army there. I'm gonna feel safe to move out. Oh no, but this is the exact opposite of what you want to do, Nereities. He's going to go back in his base, and he is going to be a little hard-pressed to figure out something to do. And where is it? There it is, the Dark Shrine. This is his fallback plan. This is the, uh-oh, this is not good. I have to do something. And he will be going for those DTs. Just leapfrogging his tanks. Very smart play here. Being conservative, doesn't want to just rush all his units in. He could get a nasty force field and really just knock himself out of this game. It looks like he's going to move up a little bit, see what's going on. He does have 4 Banshees. He's kept all of his Banshees throughout the game, and that's why he's allowed to have a high number like this. And I think he's going to just go up. No, he doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to back off. Just going to bring his tanks a little bit closer.
And things just die so fast to this amount of Banshees. It is ridiculous. But a 1 DT is going to be out. Sniped very quickly. And from now on, I do believe Nerdnic will be saving his energy on his orbital commands. It's the smartest thing to do. But the robotics facility goes down. That is never a good situation. There goes the second DT. I think these Banshees alone can do a ton of damage. Gonna be moving up because his army is too far back. Could we see some good force fields, some miracle force fields? No, I don't think it's gonna be enough. The Marines are taking a lot of damage, but their DPS is way too high, and the siege tanks in the back don't even need to be sieged. Banshee's cleaning everything up in the meantime, and there is GG. So some very solid play from Nerdnic. Very safe, but very aggressive as well. Nereities trying to go for those DTs at the end to try and save it, but it looks like it just didn't work out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some in-game statistics, and we will meet you up in a little bit. Hey everybody, here we are with some end-game statistics, and I'll just let you guys go ahead and check these out. Singing songs and carrying signs, mostly say